Hi guys, OB Dave here. It is week 2 of the Great Couples Bakeoff. Last week my Victoria sponge I think was okay, but I made some mistakes. I'm going to try and do better this week. I'm doing chocolate chip cookies because it is biscuit week. One of the first things I need to do is melt 225 grams of butter. Right, the oven is preheating to 180 degrees. So it's 250 grams of butter and I need 225. So I'm thinking I'm just taking the whole thing really. Bang on. I'm going to get that in a pan. I need 2 types of sugar. That needs to go in first, then the melted butter, then a couple of eggs. So I need 100 grams of caster sugar. Grams of caster sugar. From the bowl. 300 grams of light brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, which I forgot. Typical. So, I was doing some reading before I started, and you can do a 1:3 ratio of baking powder to replace bicarbonate of soda. So, I need 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and then I need another 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I read the comment section, I'm now more prepared. I now know the difference between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Butter's melting away nicely. And now that looks tons better than my lumpy butter last week. So we have that. Let's get the sugar nice and melted. Egg number 1. Egg number 2. Now I don't know when to add the bicarb, which I don't have. Chocolate chips and then now flour. So that's looking spot on to me. 100 grams of white chocolate chunks, 100 grams of milk chocolate, all in there. Oh yeah, that's 400 grams. Nice. That's pretty well mixed into me. What do you reckon? Right, I missed a step. I was supposed to whisk together the plain flour with the baking powder and salt. Bugger. Right. It's just going to have to go in, I'm just going to have to mix the shit out of it. Right, so we needed... Okay. Oh, this is going to be so hard to do now. So we needed 4 and a bit of these. In the comment section, remind me to buy bicarbonate of soda. Butter was unsalted, so I'll just do 3 little salt bays. Just going to end up with 1 really salty cookie now, I can see it. Right now, it says leave that in the fridge for half an hour, but I've got hungry kids waiting, so I'll put it in the fridge for 10 minutes and let's get them baked. dough balls, and it needs to be 3 tablespoons-ish in size, and then leave room for them to grow. Think of that then. Look like pies. Right then, it's been 5 minutes. I've let them rest on the tray for 5 minutes like the recipe said. Really nice, but that one just on the verge of being underdone a little bit. Right then, we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it quick. It was too salty, I didn't have the bicarbonate of soda, and I made the cookies too big. So the ones that are left today, they've got quite a nice texture. I'm happy with them, but like I say, too salty. That is 225 grams of butter, 400 grams of plain flour, 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 of bicarb, which I've actually bought this time, 300 grams of light brown sugar, caster sugar goes 100. I've got my 2 beautiful eggs from my very own chickens today. Right then, that is melted butter. Melted butter, mix it in with the sugar. Mix in the second egg. 1 pack. That looks good to me. So I'm going to pop it in the fridge for half an hour, like it says. I'm going to roll smaller balls onto there on some paper, bake them, see what happens. This looks a bit more like it to me. Right, I think they're done. Let's have a look. The cookies, 6 of them are ready. I'm going to let them cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back, try one, and then just keep baking. See you in a minute. Right then, flavour wise, these ones are better, but I think they're overdone because I like snapping rather than being a bit gooey. So I've got loads of them left. I'm going to cook some more, bake some more, take them out a bit sooner so they're a bit more doughy and a bit more soft. And that's it. So there's nothing else to say. I will see you guys when me and Ash try them. And yeah, hope mine win.
Hi guys, African Ash here. I have chosen a biscuit from my childhood that we used to get back home in Zimbabwe. They are called Romini creams. Right, so we'll start by putting my apron on. Butter at room temperature, caster sugar, plain flour, baking powder, salt, which is optional, but I use a salty butter, so I wouldn't add salt to my bake. Desiccated coconut, cocoa powder, 150 mils of hot water, and Cadbury's milk chocolate. I got the dark chocolate. I prefer dark chocolate. I think it's just nicer with a bit more bitterness to it, so we'll see how that works out. So it's a slight change to the recipe. So it says to add 200 grams of caster sugar. I'm going to go for brown caster sugar. I think it gives it a bit more of a golden sort of bake to it. Next is the butter. So we do need 225 grams of butter. Okay, so it says to mix that all, obviously. It does say a food blender or a food processor, but I'm just gonna put it together and just go for it. Okay, so I probably should have got my food processor down because that was quite hard work, but I have creamed the sugar and butter together and got a nice smooth consistency ready for the next part. And what it wants us to do is sift the flour, salt, baking powder and cocoa powder into the butter mix. Well, that's a small bowl. I'm just going to put all the dry ingredients into a large bowl and then spoon the wet mixture in on top. So we need 1 3/4 cups. So we need the 3/4 cup, which is this one here, and my 1 cup, my cute little cups. I want to sieve it, just there. Okay, so 1 1/4 cups. There were 1 3/4, 1 3/4. So this is, woo, gosh, flour everywhere. Oh my gosh. 1 cup. 3 1/4 cups. 1 3/4. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Okay, sieve that in. A teaspoon of baking powder. Then we need, 50 grams of the cocoa powder. So back to my measure. Let's get, okay, 50 grams of cocoa powder. Ooh, that's looking good. I love the smell of cocoa powder. That looks great. I prefer a darker cocoa powder, so we want 50 grams. There you go. There you go. Almost there. 30, 38, 49, 50 on the nose. Then sieve that in. Add the water and coconut. So, okay. And so we know we needed to mix this. Oh, they mix well. So yes, add the water and the coconut. So we have the 150 mils of warm water, or hot water. That's kind of warm. So you go for hotter. I mean, that's much warmer. Should be okay. And then we want the desiccated coconut. There you go, 150 grams. Right, and then the nice smooth butter and sugar mixture. This is probably where you're gonna get bored because I take forever to mix and I make a lot of mess. So I will show you the next part when I'm ready, when I've mixed it. It's looking good so far. So I have mixed that into a dense ball as it said in the recipe and combined all of the flour and the dry ingredients, and it's smelling, oh, it smells so good with that chocolate. Line 2 baking sheets. I have a baking tray. I have a baking sheet. I do have a baking sheet, but it doesn't fit in my oven. That'll do. Of those, and a little tray. Yeah. Right. Take a teaspoon of dough and form a flat oval shape, 1/4 inch thick. Like that. Oh, that worked. I think I got it. I think. I mean, I was trying to show you, but... Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, they're roomy shaped, they don't look like romanis because they've not been baked yet. I remember there being like some sort of like bow top, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put them in the oven, hope for the best. So we're gonna take the first batch out. Ooh, oh, they're looking good. A little bit spread, but yeah, I'm quite proud of those. Okay, so they are cooled and ready. I've matched all the ones that I think look like they're similar sizes. So now it is time to melt our chocolate. And I guess we just wait for that to melt and then we'll sandwich the biscuits together. So that's all of them done and filled with chocolate. I think I'm going to put them in the fridge to set because they seem to be slipping and sliding still a little bit. The recipe said 24, it makes 24. I've made an extra one somehow and I've made 25. Don't know how, but yes, I'm going to pop them in the fridge and let them set.
Hi guys, OB Dave here.
Hi guys, African Ash.
It is officially the end of Biscuit week.
It is.
It's been an experience. I had to, as you've seen, I had to redo because they were too salty. I first tried them and I was like, they're actually really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
And then I ate a whole one and I was like...
maybe too much. Maybe it was the mixing. Maybe you didn't put too much salt in. Maybe it was just the way you
Well,
mix.
you don't know what I did yet.
No, I don't. I haven't seen footage at this point.
The recipe I read, the recipe I was doing had two methods and one was like the in-depth method.
Yeah.
And the other one was the shortened one. So I looked at the shortened one and just went, just give me the ingredients and give me the list of things to do.
Oh no.
And the first step, which it didn't include in the shortened one, was when you measure out your flour, sift it into a bowl, put your baking soda, bicarbonate of soda and your salt in at that point.
Yeah, normally all the dry ingredients go together for a bake.
Didn't know that. I've learned my lesson now. So basically I got to the point where I had cookie dough and there was no baking powder in it. I mean, I didn't have any bicarb either and there was no salt in it. So I had to try and put it in when the cookie dough was formed and just like...
Yeah, that would probably be why a few were really
It was a
faulty.
disaster.
Oh no.
But lesson learned.
But they look all right, actually. I mean, other than a little bit of a spread, I think you had the oven probably too hot, but they look all right. I mean, I'm excited.
You know what
to
it
try
was?
them.
The first lot, I didn't have a big enough baking tray, so I did 6 and they were exactly the size and look I wanted.
Yeah.
But they just spread into each other.
Ah.
And so I thought, right, next time I'll do it, bake it for a bit less long and then smaller balls. So really...
So you did do balls, okay, so I was just
Yeah.
checking because it's funny the number of people I've come across that try and shape their cookies and it's like, no, they're supposed to spread.
The recipe said so. I had all these balls and it worked well.
Yeah.
But I think because in my mind I was going, they were too big and too salty.
Oh.
I overcorrected the saltiness by using salted butter and no salt. And then I overcorrected the size thing by doing them too small.
See, I tend to do salted butter and not add salt to my bakes.
Yeah.
But it depends on the bake, obviously, but generally that's what I go for.
I used sea salt and crushed like 3 teaspoons of it at the end and tried to sprinkle like Salt Baying it in. And no, it was a disaster.
Yeah, once it's mixed, it's mixed.
I found that. There was no stir in it. It was a lump of cookie dough.
Well, it sounds like you've learned loads, though.
That's what it's about. I'm learning.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, I think it's more that you guys have discovered how crazy I am and how much I talk to myself.
I've edited out a lot of the talking.
Good,
and the
because I
singing.
talk a lot to myself. I think there's actually a point when I go, this is why I tried to film in like a professional's way, because I'm not professional. I'm not. But I'm really excited about these. Like,
They look good.
yeah. I mean, I gave one each to 2 members of family because my dad was up visiting, and they both said that they were like the original. So I'm really excited to try them because if they are like the original Romany creams from back home, then I nailed it.
Well, before we do anything else though, we have got an announcement to make.
Da, da, da. The votes are in, guys. And I really appreciate all of your votes. I think it was the battering of my fluffy eyelashes.
I feel extremely let down. Like I said, a vote for me doing Victoria Sponge would have been a vote for the royals and the royal family in general. So obviously you all hate our royal family.
No, because I love the royals. Probably more than you do.
It's true, you do actually. So Ash won last week. She won Cake Week. And you know what? I think deservedly so.
Thank you so much.
I do. Like, I'm trying and I'm learning.
Yeah.
But yours was a grown-up cake. It was like a proper cake. Yeah. And mine was a bit of a mess. But turned out better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was really good. Like, seriously, like, I at first thought maybe he's underbaked it. Maybe he didn't let the cream set properly. But when you said you'd add the water to the buttercream, that was when I was like, oh, babe, you did so well right up until you told me that.
It's all good. It's all a learning
You were right
experience.
with the packet though, but there's different types of icing. So one of the quick sort of drizzle icings is just water and icing.
Yeah.
And then the buttercream is just icing and buttercream. And then you have the royal icing.
I should have melted the butter, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, let's try. Okay. So, I want to try one of yours first, since you're the winner.
Yes. So I know you mentioned you're not overly keen on coconut.
I like coconut in savoury things, so I like Thai curries with coconut.
I'm excited because I haven't. I mean, they smell like they do when I was a kid.
You know the main thing about coconut is I feel like it makes me thirsty. It's like you chew it forever.
Well, that would make sense. And they're supposed to be reasonably chewy and crumbly. But I love that flavour so much. It reminds me so much of growing up back home. Oh, dropping crumbs everywhere, sorry. Very chocolatey, right?
I'm not getting the chocolate as much as the coconut.
Really? See, all I'm getting is the chocolate.
I can get the bitterness, like it is dark chocolate you used, isn't it?
I prefer it. See, I'm getting loads of the chocolate.
I've never tried one of these biscuits though, so I don't know what they're supposed to be like.
No, but just what do you think of them?
It's nice. The coconut is the thing I'm like...
Yeah, struggling with. I get that.
Not struggling with, but it's just not my favourite. But again, it's like it's more of a legit thing, that. Although, looking at the cookies...
Yours do look much more professional. Mine are a mess.
If you saw the cookies in a shop, they just look like cookies, don't they?
They do.
I don't think I used enough chocolate chips.
No, I was going to say there's only like a couple in there.
I used 200 grams.
That's not bad.
I put them all in.
Well, they might be in there then. They might just, as the heat just sort of push them out.
Yeah.
I see. I'm in love with these. I'm quite proud of those.
Try a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get one that's a little bit soft still.
Maybe we can share.
Well, let's find the best one. That one's all right.
I'm quite proud. That turned out really nicely. It is very similar to the ones that we used to get back home. Obviously, it's not like store amazing because there's like chunks of coconut in there.
I think it's just the thing with desiccated coconut. It's like it's chewy and seems. It is dry, isn't it? Very dry.
I probably should have processed it, but I was too lazy to take my food processor off the top of the cupboard.
That's all.
It's not bad.
It's a cookie, isn't it?
It's definitely a cookie. I think you've done really well.
I think, when you buy like bags of 5 cookies at the supermarket,
Yeah.
the good ones are that sort of standard.
Yeah, they are.
Still got a bit of softness to it.
Yeah, it does. They break nice and easily. There's actually a reasonable amount of chocolate in there. I've just dropped a piece. As I do. I'm an absolute mess. I really like them. Obviously, I'm going to go for mine because they're my childhood favourites, but that's really good, babe. That's really, really good. I really like those. And also, you did it twice.
Yeah.
I did mine once.
It's worth all the stress.
No, I really enjoy that.
Good.
It's a good cookie.
I would have done like double chocolate cookies, really. If I do it again, I'd put chocolate in the actual batter as well.
You're supposed to.
No, like cocoa powder.
Oh.
These are just chocolate chip cookies rather than like double chocolate.
Double chocolate.
Yeah. But I'm happy with them. It's a learning experience.
I think they were great. Really, really nice.
Nice. Right now,
seriously, well nice.
what do you guys think? I'm going to give you a close-up.
Obviously mine look like garbage, but I swear they taste really nice.
Ash's onion barges.
No, they're not.
Or,
Like Romany
or
creams.
my classic chocolate chip cookies. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not biased at all. Right. Now, hopefully, by the time this comes out, we will have hit the 500 subs mark.
And then we can put up an actual voting poll.
Which means we get our community tab from YouTube.
I know.
And we can do an actual voting poll.
But it is still quite a big percentage of you guys watching us and not subscribed. So please do let us get to the 500 so you can actually vote instead of us trying to count through the comments.
We've got more of our people watching us are subscribed to us percentage-wise than they are to the Office Blokes.
Really?
So like 65% of people aren't subscribed to the Office Blokes that watch us. And I feel like when I looked for us, it was more like 55% or something.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are subscribing, which is great.
Which is fantastic. We really appreciate the support.
We will be announcing the winner of the hat
Yep.
as well. I'm going to announce it on the Office Blokes channel as well, just to make sure that the person who wins it sees it.
Absolutely.
But what I need to do is get the names of everyone in a hat.
Yes.
We're going camping this weekend, and it hit 3 degrees last night, so it's going to be absolutely freezing.
Yes.
But I'm going to take all the names in a hat, and then we'll do a little video of it while we're camping, hiding in the tent from the rain.
Tent on the rain.
And I'll hold the hat. I'll hold the winning hat, and then you can pick out of it and pick a winner.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and then get in touch, send us your address, and we'll get it sent out to you.
Yeah. And let's see if I get to wear this the second week.
I think
Or if Dave is
if I win, I'll wear it naked.
I mean, I went to know.
I just had to be creative with the camera angles just to be safe.
Can I stand from behind? Because, it's all open at the back.
Yeah. I don't think much bacon will get done. Right. Cheers for that one, guys. Let us know who the winner is. Don't forget, vote Dave. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And stay with us because there's loads of adventures coming up.
Yes, loads and loads of adventures. I'm well excited.
Candlelight concert coming up in Liverpool.
Halloween is the best time of the year.
Camping.
They have the monster walk around Manchester. So they do loads of inflatable monsters around Manchester, and it's a great way to see the city, especially in this time of year. It's my favourite time of year. I say that as an African, I come from a really hot country, but we don't get seasons like this, and it's still a novelty for me, even though I've been here 18 years. I love it. Love the fashion, I love the iciness, the hot chocolates. It's just, yeah.
I wasn't ready for the summer to be over, but now it's got cold. I actually am. Like, I like going outside and it's fresh and it's cold. But yeah, anyway, we digress. So yeah, don't forget, vote Dave. Otherwise, I will come for you. I will find you. What I possess is, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, or what you want. I do possess a certain set of skills. So baking isn't one of them.
Vote for me. Vote for me, because I'm the cute little African girl.
You're not little.
No. But I could be little.
Nah, I like it the way you are. Cheers for that one, guys.
Thanks,
We will
guys.
see you on the next one.
Bye.